Hello Mates.
Hello up there! For pity's sake, hello!
Hello! Hello! What do you want down there?
I was told to bring you this bird. It's been wounded.
Oh, good shot. Bring it in. We'll dine together.
We can't eat this bird.
Oh, what? Oh, God, is it Lent again already?
This is no ordinary hawk, Father. It belongs to a man named Navarre.
Today I present to you Der Tag des Falken. That translates to the Day of the Falcon, but in English, the English title is Ladyhawke. Yeah, what's the story of Ladyhawke? Two lovers, Isabeau and Navarre, are cursed by a jealous bishop. She becomes a falcon or hawk by day, and he becomes a wolf by night, so they are separated through the curse. Navarre rescues a thief called Philippe or Mouse. He wants to help them, kinda, and if they can break the curse, that's what you see in Ladyhawke. Yeah, the movie is from 1985 from the USA. Genre is adventure and fantasy, and the length is 121 minutes on the Blu-ray. One time is a little bit different, but I mention it later. Age rating is 12, and you can buy it or rent it on Prime. There are two versions. One version with 120 minutes with an age rating of 16, which is only available in English and not in high definition, and a 121-minute version, which is in high definition, which why the shorter version has a higher age rating is a little bit strange. Normally it's the other way around. Director was Richard Donner, who made the Superman movies from the 70s and 80s. And he also made the Goonies, which I talked about before on my channel, which I link below my video.
I told you so. See you guys? You never believed me. I said that they were gonna be buried.
So, to the actors, we have Rutger Hauer from a movie called Hobo with a Shotgun, and of course Blade Runner.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe.
We have Michelle Pfeiffer from the movie Stardust, and of course as Catwoman in Batman Returns from 1992.
I am Catwoman. Hear me roar.
Matthew Broderick, he was in War Games from 1983, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yep. I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Also, we have Nana Chichi. She is normally a costume designer. She designed also the costumes in this movie, but she worked also on First Night. Then we have Ken Hutchinson. He was in a movie called Deadly Strangers and All Quiet on the Western Front from 1979. Also, we have John Wood. He was also in War Games, and he was in The Avengers with Ralph Fiennes, the movie. We have Leo McKern. He was in The Blue Lagoon and Children of the Damned from 1964. And then we have Alfred Molina. He was in Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans 1 and 2 from 2002 and 2004. And also in the MCU Spider-Man movie No Way Home.
Leave them. They're mine.
I don't need your help. I got it just fine. Dr. Davis, no. What are you doing?
Yeah, Richard Donner wanted Rutger Hauer to become head of the guards in the movie, but Rutger didn't really like that role. Kurt Russell was supposed to be Navarre, the main character, but he dropped out shortly before the shooting started, so Rutger became the main character role, which he really liked. The movie pacing is more slow, which is interesting, and I think it's a little bit too slow for my taste, but other than that, it's pretty good. The movie was mostly shot in Italy, with some castles and the landscapes, which is really nice visual. Also, the sets are really, really good, and the costumes, as I said, are also really good. Special effects we don't really have. We have some green screen effects, which are not as good. We have one where Michelle Pfeiffer hangs from a balcony, and you can really see a green glow around her. Maybe it's in a not high definition version a little bit better, but in the high definition version, it's takes a little out of the movie, but it's not a big thing because the fantasy aspect of this movie is not that great. Only really the curse is in it, the transformations from wolf to man and from hawk to woman. But other than that, there's not really fantasy aspects. It's more medieval in its one time. Yeah, the soundtrack is also really interesting. It's more pop music, a little bit mixed with orchestral, but the music is more like a science fiction movie, I would say, or like a comedy from the 80s or something like that, which is kind of interesting. It gives the movie a unique charm, which is not really found this time around, but fantasy at the moment is not really a big thing. But I would say most of the 80s fantasy has its own charm. I talked about it in Never Ending Story, but I think you can't really replicate it nowadays with CGI and such things. You really need this sometimes choppy animation from real props and real dragon animatronics. That's what's missing today, I think. This high polished CGI in fantasy movies or action movies, I like it somewhat if it's good, but it's not always good, you know? So, I really liked it. I watched it. I got it because a friend of mine recommended it to me. And that's why I also did the English review. So, I hope you liked my review on Ladyhawke or Der Tag des Falken. I can really recommend it if you're okay with a slower pace. I think it could be cut like by maybe 20 minutes. Maybe a little bit more could cut, but it is what it is and it's good what it is. So, I hope you have a good day and bye!
He was a pickpocket who thought that anything was better than prison. Little did he know what he'd escaped from wasn't half as strange or frightening as what he'd stumbled into.
I do not believe what I believe, Lord. These are magical, unexplainable matters. And I beg you not to make me a part of them.
The knight who had saved him wanted only two things: to free his lover and to take his revenge.
I have waited almost 2 years for a sign from God.
Sir, the truth is I talk to God all the time. And no offense, but he never mentioned you.
The pickpocket was the key to his plan. But would you send a thief to guard your treasure? He was the last one in the world to act like a hero. It just happened by itself. And he was drawn into a magical, romantic adventure. Matthew Broderick, Michelle Pfeiffer, Rutger Hauer, Ladyhawke.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.